Hello, Facebook fans and YouTube fans of DX Engineering. It is Friday afternoon here in the Eastern time zone of the USA. It is time for the weekend special. It's 20 Zulu on July 1st, 2022. Where did June go? But it's time for having fun with DX. And we've got two really special guests today. We've got Mark, W8BBQ from the DX Engineering Sales Information Staff, and we have Hal, W8HC, our DXpeditioner extraordinaire. And Mark, what is Hal doing? Where's he going?
It's almost like a Where's Waldo thing or a Flat Stanley. Hal's all over the place. So that's what we're going to find out today. I was thinking he might be heading to some warmer waters, but apparently he's going in the opposite direction. So that's probably apropos for the summertime. So where are you off to this time? Hal, fill us in a little bit.
Okay, well, I'll say hello to you guys. Good to see you again. I've gotten back on board with the guys that we tried to go to Kiska Island last summer at the same time, and ended up doing about a 6-day operation there at KL7 RRC at ADAC. And so we had some boat issues, some transportation issues last year, as you may recall. And Tim, NL8F, who lives and works there in Dutch Harbor, had located us a vessel that is going to take us out to Kiska.
So we're talking Alaska then.
Yeah, it's just out in the nether regions, the furthest reaches of the Aleutian Islands, out in the Bering Sea. So, yeah, it's going to be a little bit cooler than what we're experiencing here in West Virginia right now, but it's not going to be wintertime conditions. So, it should be a very interesting trip.
Yeah.
Out into the oceans.
What type of a boat ride are you looking at? Isn't if I remember right, isn't Kiska actually closer to the Russian Federation than the United States?
Yeah, we'll be a lot closer to Russia than the mainland North America. It's about 425 miles from the boat ride that Tim and I will have from Dutch Harbor out to ADAC. He and I are going to go out in advance of the other 4 operators who are on the team, and they will be flying into ADAC. We'll pick them up there on board the fishing. It's a fishing vessel, but it's a very capable vessel. We'll pick them up, and it's about another 24-hour boat ride out further out into the to the west there to Kiska itself, which Kiska it's an unoccupied island with the exception of the birds and whatever mammals that are there, but it's going to take us about Tim and I about 4 days to get out there total. So should be an interesting boat ride.
So once you get there, I wouldn't imagine you've got a room ready at the Holiday Inn or anything.
No, we'll be setting up three tents. We've got tents that we'll be setting up our stations in the tents, and doing everything just like a full blown DXpedition. This is an IOTA operation with Kiska being designated in North America 070. And a little interesting tidbit: when I was first asked about participating on this exercise last year, this DXpedition last year, I responded. So I'm not really interested in going on a IOTA expedition, and I was talking to Rob N7QT, who's quite an active DXer, and Rob said, but before you say no, he says, look at the history of this island and where we're going to be going. And I did. And I said, oh my gosh, this is amazing. I want to see this firsthand for myself.
Right.
And so it's just an impressive piece of
North
America. Go ahead. Sorry.
Right. I'm sorry. So I know it's a wildlife refugee. And what about the rest of the history? Can you give us just a little bit of that?
Yeah, sure. Kiska and Attu Islands were were taken, during the start of World War II, and in fact, this year marks the 80th anniversary of the start of the battles that took place out there in the Aleutian Islands. And a lot of people don't know the history of this. They don't realize that there was actually these battles fought out there. And so the Japanese took Attu, which is the furthest island out in the chain, and then they also took Kiska and occupied it. On Kiska, there was a submarine base. They built a mini submarine base and had well over 1,000 Japanese naval personnel stationed there on the island.
Yeah, so we actually lost territory.
We lost territory. And a little over a year later, the Canadians and the U.S. troops mounted an assault to take those islands back. They took Attu back first, and about 2 weeks later, they mounted an assault. And by the way, it was a very, very devastating loss to the Japanese. They lost hundreds and hundreds of troops in that attack. And so the same thing was going to happen at Kiska, and it had been bombed. The Allied forces had bombed it, extremely for many months in preparation for the assault, and so the Japanese commander on Kiska, General Kimura, made the decision to leave the island under cover of darkness and fog, and he took all of his troops off. And so when the Canadians and the American forces attacked, and they were fairly green troops, actually, when they attacked in the fog and the rain, there was no Japanese there. They had pulled them off. Unfortunately, there were, history says there were like 300 casualties, American and Canadian casualties from that attack, that assault. And that was as a result of friendly fire. But the General Kimura, he's been honored as a hero. It was, if you think about it, he saved, thousands of lives by his actions. And he's recognized as a hero in Japan. And and so we're going to commemorate this. We're going to honor General Kimura. We're going to honor the U.S. forces that participated in that during our time there as a commemoration of the 80th anniversary of the events that took place there.
Yeah, well, a lot of wonderful history, and I'm sure the wildlife will be exciting, but still, I would imagine a pretty brutal place to get into when you're up there.
Yeah, we'll be doing Zodiac landings. We've got two Zodiacs on the boat, and we've got good anchorage there. We do know that, so it'll be several trips, on the Zodiac, getting everything onto the little beach there. And of course, we did have to get permission from the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service for this operation, and so we're looking forward to it. We'll have 3 camps set up. We'll have at least 4 stations functioning around the clock, hopefully. And we've got a really, really good team involved in this project this year.
And you're going to be up there doing during a contest, and so you got a lot of stuff happening. Is it posted somewhere where we all want to work you? We want to get you in the log. Where can get
absolutely
that information?
Okay, well, we do have a website, NA-234. Is that right?
I believe so. Yes.
Yeah, NA-234.com is the website, and then you can go on QRZ.com. We're going to be using Kilo 7 Kilo, K7K is going to be our call sign, and so we've got a lot of information on the K7K QRZ page that James has put together, and then we will also be using Kilo Lima 7 Romeo Charlie as our call sign during the IOTA contest, the 24 hours of the IOTA RSGB's IOTA contest. But
I'm sure you'll be running them during that.
Yeah, well, we're hoping so. Yeah, we're
Yeah.
very anxious to do that. And
Any idea on the last time that that IOTA was activated?
um, I'm thinking it was like 15 years ago, but don't hold
Hmm.
me to that.
Yeah,
You know,
close enough.
yeah, it's I think it's it's well up in the top most wanted IOTA locations in North America. So
Right.
yeah, we're going to be in big demand.
Oh
And then
yeah.
it's also, we're going to be running some 6 meter uh, stuff up there, on FT8 actually.
Mhm.
And, there's some rare grids that we're going to be activating while we're there as well, or a rare grid.
So,
We'll be looking forward to it. I know I am, and I'm glad that you're going, and glad that DX Engineering is a part of it.
yeah, Hal, talk about some of the DX engineering stuff that we sent you.
Well, so I haven't seen it yet. My understanding is you guys went above and beyond, and it's just, and it all just kind of happened at the last minute. So I know that you sent us a couple of antennas, some bandpass filters, uh, I think power supplies.
Yes.
I don't remember the whole list, but you guys, and once again, DX Engineering stepped up to support this, and we can't thank you enough for that. And
Well,
you guys you're what keeps DXing going. I mean,
well, when we, when I talked to Mark and I said, how can we help? And wherever Hal's going, I mean, it's like Mark said, where's Waldo? It's really is where's Hal, and wherever Hal goes, DX Engineering is going to go too. So
well, I appreciate that, Tim. I certainly do. We've got another guy he's more than Waldo that's on this trip is Adrian KO8SCA. He's on this trip, and so this guy right now he's over in Kosovo. We just got off a Zoom call, the team Zoom call, and he's over there. I'm not kidding. He's over there trying to make EME contacts on 6 meters for some of the guys. So, but Adrian's everywhere. He's getting ready for the 3Y0J operation in
right,
January. And I told him, I said, this is going to be a good little tune up for you because, it's not going to quite be the same, but you're going to get some good experience here.
Get your sea legs.
Yeah, exactly. So, but yeah, he's the Waldo, in my opinion, the young Waldo.
yeah. So you guys are going to be on 6 meters, which sporadic E has been really good on 6. So
Yeah.
Hal, hopefully you can work down in over to Asia and also into the States here.
Yeah, last year from ADAC, Tim, we made over 1,000 contacts on 6 meters. We had a 5-element Kushcraft beam, and we pretty much just pointed it down south. When we tried to work into mainland, we did work one East Coast station, but we worked a lot of West Coast and then Canadian stations. But we made a lot of JAs happy, a lot of BYs happy with on 6 meters last year from ADAC, and we're hoping that we'll get some good E conditions this year from Kiska. And
So Mark, anything going on in W8BBQ on 6?
Actually, I didn't have it set up right now.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't. Usually we get updates, we talk at work and, people go back and forth about what's happening on 6 meters, but I was kind of a little tied up with chores today. Didn't get to partake in all that.
But, we want to take a look for K7K and
Absolutely.
KL7RRC, right?
Absolutely.
On 6. Hal, it has been so good to have you on today. And of course, Mark, it was great to see you in person here this week as well, Mark. And we wish you all the best, Hal. And if you need something, FedEx, to call Mark and we'll get it done.
As always, and I appreciate it, Tim. You guys, it's just amazing how you've supported not just me, but the DXpeditions that I've been involved with, and DXpeditioning in general. So, DX engineering is the best in terms of support, and sometimes I feel guilty that we have to ask you for stuff, but you know, it we know that we can get it, and it's going to be reliable, and so we appreciate it very,
Yeah,
very much. Thank you.
that's DX is our first name, so
Yeah, that's right.
that's it.
That's right.
We're
That's right.
wearing the flag, so
That's
I'm
right.
the only one today.
that's
Yeah.
it. And,
Shame on you.
well, there it is.
Oh, there he is. There you go.
DX engineering mug.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's a really big mug. It's like a mug that
I
has
love this thing.
the
Yeah.
amplifiers built in.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got one. I need
Of course you do.
I do have. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, thanks so much for being on today, Hal, and thank you,
thanks
Mark,
for having me.
For all you do to help. Mark helps ham radio operators all over the world, and what we're trying to do, Hal, as you know, is this is the world's best hobby, and it is amazing, and we're just trying to have some fun. So, again, thanks so much for coming on today.
Thanks for having me.
13 colonies started this morning, so that operation is running, and we're very excited about that. And the 4th of July will be on Monday, so lots of stuff going on. Hal, we wish you a very safe trip, and we hope to work you on the air, and we'll see you for your next interview here after your trip. And thanks again, Hal.
I'll be happy to do it, buddy. I want to just say once again, thank you to DX Engineering, to you, Tim, and Mark. Good seeing you again, buddy. We'll be talking to you. You guys have a wonderful holiday weekend.
Okay.
Take care. Safe travels.
Bless you, brothers.
All righty. Take care, Hal. And 73 to Mark, and best DX to everybody out there. We'll see you next Tuesday for Tuesdays with Tim and Jeff. Until then, 73 from DX Engineering.